in the fourth. So, Shannon, was this a blip or a trend here for Kuzma?
I hope it's a trend, but it's just hard to trust Kuz. Now, I did like Skip the last time I saw him play against Sacramento. He played really well, and he followed that up. But
without LeBron.
Without LeBron.
Yep.
But I think the thing is, what helps Kuzma if he's accepting of his role? Whether you come in, whether you start or you come in off the bench, you have to be accepting a role. And I know it's hard because he see guys that was in his draft, Skip. He sees what they're doing. He see guys close in his age. He see what Brandon Ingram's doing. He sees what Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Donovan Mitchell's doing. But none of those guys have a LeBron James and an Anthony Davis on their team. So he needs to understand that. Look at Carmelo Anthony when he accepted his role and that, you know what, I'm coming off the bench. He never accepted that in OKC. He never really accepted his role. He wanted to be the guy that he was in New York and all these other places. He didn't accept his role at first in Portland. When he embraced that role, look at Melo now.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma.
I mean, it can be sad on any given night that used to be Melo.
Yes, it used to be, but Skip, where he is now in his career, he's in a perfect role. Kyle Kuzma needs to understand, if I'm not scoring, I can do other things to help this team win. He started crashing the boards. 5 of his last 6 games, he's had at least 11 rebounds.
That's just extraordinary.
Right.
I never thought I would see the day.
But occasionally, you still make those plays. You like, Kuz, bruh. LeBron passing the ball, Skip, with 3 seconds on the clock. He dribbles it and passes it back. No, LeBron passing you. You had a wide open 3. You faked the guy, and then you... I'm like, I hope it's a trend because we got the news that Anthony Davis is going to be gone for another 2 weeks. So what? You talked about, well, they got a break. They played Friday night, and they didn't play again till Monday. But guess what they got? They got Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Sunday. You okay with that, Skip? They got 5 games in 6 days. You good with that, Skip?
Well, after you got 3 weeks
Nah, you good with that now, Skip? You up there complaining. You don't call the commissioner. You don't call Adam Silver. What's going on with Bron? He's getting all the breaks. I can't have him win the MVP.
Well, they're trying to hand him the MVP.
Oh, my goodness. How they trying to hand him at the MVP?
Well, now Joel Embiid's trying to hand him the
What did LeBron do with that? I told you availability. That's why I took Yoke. But anyway, I like what I'm seeing, Skip. Hopefully he can continue to play at this. Because what? Now we don't know. Gasol's out. So the bench is the guy's gonna have to play extremely well. You're gonna have to get valuable minutes. He's gonna have to give you, 25. He's gonna have to give you 30 minutes. They're gonna bump that up. How many minutes did he play the other night? He played 30 minutes. Okay. You're gonna give us 8 of 18. You're gonna give us 11, 13 rebounds. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with 24 and 13.
Yep. So, I have always from the start been a much bigger Kuzma fan than you are.
Yes, you have.
I have believed from the start he had a closer's mentality. He is a fearless shooter. Nothing seems to bother him. No shot is too big for him. He'll take it. I'm not saying he's going to make every one, but he shoots every one like he thinks he's made it. And this was, speaking of extraordinary, what a comeback this was. They're down 8 to the Pacers at Staples.
And the Pacers just beat the Suns.
Just beat the Suns. Blew them out. And Brogdon is, again, just out of his mind. You can't stop him. And it's not that you're not defending him because they were. He just was having one of those nights. Right. And I thought, man, you're sunk at home again. You're going to lose yet another home game without Anthony Davis. And guess who showed up? Kyle Kuzma. He didn't just show up. He showed completely out.
Yeah, he did.
He scored 15 in the fourth quarter. 15? And had 4 more rebounds just in the fourth quarter alone. And all of a sudden, if we could see those 2 threes one more time that he makes one with 6:33 to go. This finally gave them the lead. Just shoots it.
What about that pass? How was that pass?
Good pass. That's what he does best.
What about that right there?
Okay, he shot that, and he starts just dancing on his tiptoes because he knows it's good. And that gave them a 4-point cushion at 5:58. So those 2 threes were the 2 turning points of that night. So I've felt for Kuz because when AD came, it's like he tried to become the third wheel to those 2. And they didn't want any of it. You could just tell by their body language, we're a duo, not a trio. And he had to figure out, I'm not the third wheel, I'm actually the 6th wheel because I'm going to be the first one off the bench. Yeah. And I'm going to have to do the dirty work.
But see, Skip, that's a role that's best for him because guess what? One of those guys are going to be off the floor, so now you get more opportunities. That's the way he has to look at it. Not like, man, I'm better than this, man. I should be. There are a lot of guys, Skip, that Jamal Crawford could have been a starter. Lou Williams could have been a starter. But he understood that I can be more of an asset in this role to this team than in a starring role. So he gets an opportunity to get shots because AD normally starts the second half, the second quarter on the bench.
Yep.
Or when LeBron, he's normally the first guy in for LeBron. So now he's going to get opportunity to get his shots. Where if he's playing alongside AD and LeBron, Skip, you know, first, LeBron, AD, Bron. Okay, cool, you want one? Okay, we give you one. That's how it works. But I love that he seems to embrace his role and realize, you know what? I don't just need to score 30 in order to help this team win. I can grab some rebounds. I can play defense.
I still say he is your closer.
Stop
I've said
playing.
that for 2 years.
It ain't true.
And you won't hear it.
It ain't true. Because it ain't true.
He closed that one.
Skip, you talking about one game. We don't play 40 games. He closed one. You talking about he the closer?
They won't give him a chance. Give him a chance. He will continue to seize this opportunity.
So in other words, he going to be the closer in front of LeBron and AD.
So LeBron played 9 minutes of that fourth quarter on Friday night, and he scored a grand total of 2 points. And he did have 4 assists because Kuz helped him in that department, but he took only 2 free throws, and he missed both of those, so he has 2 points, no free throws. There's no way you should win that game. And Kyle Kuzma scored 15 points. Kyle Kuzma hit those 2 threes and just took the game completely over from a hot team. That's who he is and what he can be and can do, but LeBron has to bless him. And he used a quote that I cannot utter here on television about how he was having, I'll just say, eye contact with LeBron. Sort of, I'll go as far. It's like you're having eye flirting with LeBron.
Yeah, we're a little further.
A little further than that. I'd never heard that quote before. But the point was, he was trying to tell LeBron, I got it. Just give me the ball.
Does he realize that Bron's an octopus as far as eyes?
Yep.
He's like an insect. He got 8 eyes.
He does.
He see you, bro.
I give you that.
When you doing all this flailing away, that's what happens. That's how sharks get you. You start flailing in the water on the surfboard. When they're in the paddleboard, shark look like that's an injured animal. Let me go take a bite out of it.
Yep.
What you do when you do all that flailing, you attract the defense. Don't do nothing. You can put your hands in your shorts. LeBron see you over there in the corner.
LeBron has seen him for 2 years and wouldn't give him the basketball for
God,
2
he
years.
was doing what he said he was doing. LeBron, that's what he been doing up. That's what he been doing.
Okay.
So we couldn't pass him the ball because he was messing it up.
He's fearless. He has no conscience and no memory.
I need you to have some conscience. When we down by 3 points, I don't need you to come jacking up willy-nilly shots. How about that, Skip?
If LeBron would jack up his confidence and make it
he on the team.
I got it, but LeBron has never made it his sort of mission in life. What's he doing with TNT, Clutch Client? Like, oh, he's special.
Skip,
you know,
he said it on several occasions. It seems like the game is slowing down for Kuz. He understands his role. He helped us to a championship. Skip, the greatest confidence LeBron can give you is you still on the team after the trade deadline, the next season. That's the greatest compliment he can give you.
I was hoping they would trade him because he would come back to haunt you.
No, he wouldn't. We're traded right now for Bradley Beal.
Well, I'm sure.
We're traded right now for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, okay, fine. I don't think the Wizards will do that.
Give us Bradley Beal and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
We go head-to-head with the Nets. You want some of that?
No, but you should want Kuzma to be your closer.
No, Skip, stop saying that.
Underutilized, huge asset.
He is not underutilized.
Yep.
He's not the closer. How can you be a closer? Goat James is the closer. And then comes AD because we've seen him close before. Nobody is closed. Skip, I mean, those buzzer beaters. Hey, Jim, do we got them buzzer beaters that my guy hit in the playoffs? Nobody's hit more in the playoffs. Nobody has hit more playoff buzzer beaters than Goat James.
Nobody has remotely taken as many as Goat James.
Jordan.
It's ridiculous how many he's taken.
Skip, you know why we got to take him?
He's failed so many
Because we've been to 10 finals. Do you know how many playoff games that is?
Do you realize your man is the all-time worst at late-game free throw shooting? He's just the worst. Any star.
What we do, we don't let it come down to that. We don't let it come down to that.
Sometimes it's just going to come down to that. And I'd much rather have Kyle Kuzma taking that shot than LeBron taking that shot, especially if it's a free throw.
Well, it ain't going to be a free throw because they probably ain't going to call it. They don't give us free throw calls. You see how they be mugging LeBron out there, and they won't give us no calls.
Well, he's still playing bully ball, and they're just saying, you're bigger and stronger than any of them. Just score it.
No, you told...
Just finish it.
No, hold on. That's not what you said. You said, LeBron, go to the basket and make him call the foul. He's doing that now. You tell him, don't call the foul, just score the basketball.
Some of them have that attitude, but he can still score it like crazy. He's still the best driver of the basketball I have ever seen and remains that to this moment.
He's also the best basketball player.
Not that I've ever seen.
Yeah, the best one you see right. He's the best one right now.
He's the 8th best I've ever seen.
Don't do that, Skip.
Yep.
Don't do that. That's so unbecoming of someone of your character. I can't believe you would actually do that.
I'll take the man you grew up loving the most over LeBron.
No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't.
The other day.
No, you won't.
Larry Bird's better than LeBron.
I don't know.
And you want to talk about late game shooting and free throw? Oh, Lord.
Skip, everybody knows LeBron James is regarded universally as the greatest small forward ever. That's we're not even debate that. Now we can debate the GOAT. You want to debate, you said he's not, I said he is. Now we can debate the GOAT, but when it comes to small forwards, there is no debate.
Was Bird a small forward or a big forward?
He was a small forward. McHale played the forward.
McHale kind of played center.
Well, what was Robert Parrish?
They were kind of like twin towers centers.
Yeah, they had triple towers.
Yep.
6'9", 6'10", 7 foot.
Yep.
All right, we got the Lakers on my mind. And Skip, you got a little Lakers purple going today. I like that color on you. It works for you.
It's all for Kyle Kuzma.
Okay.
The closer.
all for
Why you put the flip